folks, it's Frodo's Tracks day 13 and it is snowing. It's snowing really heavy too. It has snowed for probably the last, I don't know, 6 hours, and it's piling up. It's probably about 5 inches deep now. It's a nice wet snow, and well, I'm gonna have to go out and check on Frodo anyway, no matter what the weather. We need to keep track of these animals. We may not have to track them as much in the wintertime, but we still need to make sure that they are still in their locations. So let's go out there and check on them. And take a look at this driveway. This is something else. This is my driveway I'm about to show you, and it is covered in snow. What an awesome place this is. Well, I've come out to the end of my driveway before I locate Frodo, just to check on the status of things with the storm. And well, as you can see, the road has not been scraped and only a couple of vehicles have gone by. Even though it's pretty easy snow to drive, it's sliding around too much. But people are, you know, taking it easy and being careful, and I don't blame them. So I'm going to go locate Frodo and go back to the house and chuck another log on the fire and just, you know, warm myself up on a cold winter night. So let's go find that sleeping turtle. Alright, well, here's where we're going to stop and head down there in the woods to find Mr. Frodo. He is deep under the leaves down on that hillside over there, and he's taking his winter nap right now. He'll be up in the spring again, and I just thought I would give you an update on all the turtles in the project. Well, Mr. Frodo, of course, as I said, he's sleeping over here on this hillside, just right through those trees right over there. Now take a look at this footage from the other day when I came down here and tried to film a little bit of his location during the blizzard that we were having at the time. It was a real mess, and I was having to put a hat over my camera to try to keep all the ice and snow out of the camera. So here's a little clip from that, just to let you know how bad the conditions were that gave us this beautiful snow. But hey, that's nature for you, and I love it. Hey folks, well, I'm out here tracking Mr. Frodo on this beautiful snowy day in December, and Frodo is in the same place. He is, of course, hibernating now, and I just thought I would let you folks in on the secret of hibernation for box turtles, well, as I see it, and that secret is stay buried under the leaf litter. It is the warmest place around, even on a day like this. Right now, down there where Mr. Frodo was hibernating, the temperature is, check this out, 43 degrees, 43.8 degrees, well, I'm sorry, 47.7 degrees. Well, okay, it changes up and down a little bit, but that's far warmer than the snow. Up here on the surface, look at this, 35 degrees, 34, right around 34 degrees. And of course, up here in the air, it's probably about, well, right around 32 degrees. So you can see that hibernation for a box turtle is not that terrible. You know, in the 40s, yeah, not much can happen if you're a reptile, but at least you're alive. Up here in the freezing, snow-covered, beautiful mountain, if you're a reptile, you would die pretty quickly, unless you're some of those few that are adapted to this type of harsh conditions. But I just wanted you to see this beautiful forest out here where Frodo is hibernating, as well as all the other box turtles. They're buried up deep in the leaf litter under the snow, under their blanket of leaves. And then of course the snow on top of the leaves acts as a further insulator from the cold and the weather conditions of winter. And of course, in their state, it's not really hibernation, it's called a torpor. They are aware to a certain extent of things around them. An animal that's actually in hibernation isn't really aware. They're in such a deep sleep that their body's metabolism slows so far down that you can yank on their foot and they're not even going to wake up. Poke them with a stick. I don't recommend doing that to a hibernating bear, but still, it is a remarkable state of suspended animation. But with a box turtle, if you bother a box turtle while it's hibernating, well, it will react. They're not really in a suspended animation state. They're in a torpor. It's pretty amazing though that they can go through the entire winter, 6 months even, and only lose a few grams of body weight. Just incredible creatures. So again, here's where Mr. Frodo was hibernating. That's where I'm going to leave you with a picture of his hibernation spot, and hopefully we will see him again in the spring. Here you go. So, what'd you think of that? Pretty crazy, huh? Well, anyway, as I said, a torpor is not an actual true hibernation. That is what these turtles are doing right now. They're in their torpor. They're waiting for spring, and I just thought I'd give you a little update on their status. Everybody's doing fine, of course, except for the two turtles that are missing, Mojo and Jimmy Irwin. And hopefully we'll find them sometime over the next few months. But if not, it's just that's just the way wildlife research goes. An animal lives out in the wild, and you never know what can happen. You never know what can happen to the animal. You never know what can happen to the transmitter. And these are just the things that happen with this kind of research. So if we never find them, I'm sure they'll be fine. And if they if a bad thing happened, that well, hey, that's just a part of nature. That's part of the cycle of life, the circle of life. So we'll go on and we will transmit more turtles and follow them, find out their information and the unique things that makes them special, because all animals are special. Every single one is a unique individual, and they all need to be treated with respect and love. We just can't lose these creatures. These creatures are so important for a healthy Earth, for healthy humans, for the future. Next time we'll be back here. It'll probably be spring. I'm probably not going to make another video until then, unless something crazy happens. Maybe I'll find one of the other turtles, which I don't think I will because it's winter. But this is the last video for 2009, the last update, for the turtles, the last video update. We wish these guys the best of luck out here in the snow and in the cold, and we will see if everyone made it through winter in the spring. So look for us then on Turtle Treks. I'll leave you with a nice view of this beautiful piece of land and my cabin down here on the side of the mountain. Hey folks, this is the first... Hey folks. Hey folks. Hey folks, it's Turtle Tracks, Frodo's Tracks. Frodo's Tracks, which day? They are also buried up deep in the snow. Well, not really in the snow. And I'm out here checking on Mr. Frodo, who's in his winter nap location right now, taking a nap underneath the forest